Football is crazy for many reasons. It's crazy that teenagers can become millionaires for kicking a ball towards the net. It's crazy that fans can unconditionally adore a side that plays on the other side of the world to them. And it's crazy that Manchester United paid $7.4 million for the privilege of having Bebe playing for them. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have attempted to provide you with some of the craziest moments that have occurred on the pitch. Of course, this list is by no means comprehensive, so take a look through, enjoy the videos, and make sure you comment your suggestions for crazy moments in the comments. But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more similar content. Let's dive in. 1. Zinedine Zidane's World Cup headbutt. You are the captain of the French national team, and you are playing in the biggest game on the planet, the World Cup final. It's also the final game of a glittering career that has seen you crowned World Player of the Year 3 times, and considered one of the greatest men to ever grace the field. When an opponent trash talks you, do you A, ignore it and use the negative energy to spur you to lifting up your second World Cup trophy on your swan song, or B, headbutt them and get sent off, leading your countrymen to lose the biggest game of their lives on penalties? If you're Zinedine Zidane in 2006, then you chose B. 2. Suarez handy contribution. Luis Suarez is no stranger to antics on the field. Just ask Branislav Ivanovic, but his reputation as a dishonorable cheat was cast in stone at the 2010 World Cup Finals. With the score at 1-1 in extra time of Uruguay's quarterfinal match with Ghana, the strikers saved what should have been Steven Apia's winner on the line with his hands, even though it looked like he might actually have been able to reach the ball with his head. He was sent off, but his sacrifice ultimately helped Uruguay progress as they held their nerve in the ensuing penalty shootout kick. 3. Zere's unusual free kick defense. Here's one more dose of World Cup craziness for good measure. Zere somehow made it to the 1974 finals in West Germany, even though at least one of their players wasn't aware of the rules. Brazil lined up to take a free kick in their group match. Defender Mwepu Ilunga leapt from the wall and lamped the ball up the field. He earned a yellow card and the utter bemusement of the global audience watching him. 4. Steven Kiesling's ghost goal. Bayer Leverkusen recently triumphed over Hoffenheim thanks to a goal that never actually went in. Steven Kiesling's 70-minute header went wide of the mark, but it somehow crept into the onion bag through a hole in the side netting. Referee Felix Birk awarded the goal, even though Kiesling initially appeared distraught at missing the opportunity, which he had. Kiesling offered an apology for the incident, but Goal.com confirms that the result will stand following a Hoffenheim appeal. An honorable ghost goal mention should also go to Reading's trip to Watford in 2004, where the Royals were awarded a goal despite the ball going nowhere near the net. 5. The drunk Belarusian referee. Sergei Shmolik qualified as a FIFA referee in 1993 and has officiated at several major international matches. In 2007, he was voted the best referee in Belarus, but his reputation took a battering in 2008 when he showed up to a game completely battered. The tipsy 43-year-old barely left the center circle during the Premier League match between Vitebsk and Naftan, and a medical test later confirmed he was 3 sheets to the wind. Unsurprisingly, he was suspended from duty following this bizarre match, which finished 1-1. 6. Rene Higuita's scorpion kick. Let's not beat around the bush. Goalkeeper Rene Higuita was mad as a box of frogs. The Colombian scored 41 career goals. He went to prison for working with drug baron Pablo Escobar, and he completely changed his appearance with plastic surgery. But risk-prone Higuita is probably best known for the scorpion kick he pulled off at Wembley in a friendly match against England in September 1995, turning an aimless cross-come shot from Jamie Redknapp into something truly memorable. 7. Eric Cantona's kung fu kick. Technically speaking, this incident took place a few yards away from the field, but it is unprecedented in its violent craziness. When Manchester United visited Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace in January 1995, Eric Cantona was shown a red card for kicking Eagles defender Richard Shaw. "That's the morning headline," said the commentator, not aware of what was about to happen next. A Palace fan verbally abused the Frenchman as he exited the field, and rather than giving Gallic a shrug, he responded with a kung fu kick and a barrage of punches. Cantona received a 4-month ban for the martial arts demonstration, while a 2-week prison sentence was reduced to 120 hours of community service. 8. The parachute pitch invasion. Pitch invasions are a relatively regular occurrence in the beautiful game, as we have even seen dogs, cats, and pine martens encroach the field. The most bizarre invasion, however, might be the man who parachuted into a conference match between Salisbury City and Chester FC last month. The drop-in appears to be accidental, but the referee probably booked him for descent anyway. 9. The match that finished 149-0. In October 2002, Madagascan League champions AS Adema destroyed their rivals Stade Olympique Le Myrne with 149 unanswered goals. The ridiculous scoreline wasn't because Olympic had an atrocious game. The BBC noted at that time that they were deliberately scoring own goals one after the other in protest against a refereeing decision. AS Adema stood looking perplexed as their opponents sent each kickoff back into their own net. The referee seemed to have the last laugh as he let the result stand and gave Olympique a humiliating world record. 10. Darren Bent's beach ball goal. When Liverpool visited the Stadium of Light to play Sunderland in October 2009, a Liverpool fan thought it would be amusing to throw a beach ball onto the field. The smile almost certainly disappeared from his face when Darren Bent's shot took a wild deflection off the seaside toy, confusing Pepe Reina and helping the Black Cats earn a 1-0 victory. 11. Diego Maradona and the Hand of God. It needs no explanation. Diego Maradona's Hand of God goal against England in the 1986 World Cup is one of the strangest moments in the tournament's history. The diminutive Argentine star leapt into the air to challenge Peter Shilton in an aerial battle and surprisingly came out on top as the ball bounced into the net. However, replay showed that Maradona had used his hand to nudge the ball past the England number 1. He did, however, score one of the tournament's greatest goals in the same game, so we'll let him off. 12. The big boys are humbled early in Russia. It's fair to say the summer's World Cup has produced some wonderful surprises. Perhaps not if you're German or Spanish. Having been drawn in a group consisting of Mexico, South Korea, and Sweden, many expected the holders Germany to at least progress through the round of 16. However, Joachim Löw's men failed spectacularly. The Germans amazingly finished bottom of their group, losing to Mexico and South Korea in embarrassing fashion, bowing out with barely a whimper. Spain came into the tournament in tumultuous fashion, sacking their coach days before the start of the competition. But La Roja had crushed Argentina 6-1 in a pre-tournament friendly, and the quality in their squad was impeccable, with World Cup and Champions League winners aplenty. That was all from us today for this video. For more similar content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.